Hey WordPress users! Welcome to WP Interactions. In this tutorial, we'll take a comprehensive tour of the WP Interactions user interface so you know how to navigate the plugin and utilize its powerful features to create stunning animations and interactions for your WordPress website. Let's get started. Right off the bat, you'll notice two WP Interactions buttons in the WordPress block editor. On the left, you have the Interactions menu. Here, you can add an element interaction, a page interaction, or choose from interactions you've previously created. At the bottom of the My Interactions menu, you'll find the Manage All Your Interactions button, which opens your interactions in a new tab. This page displays various data attached to your interactions and allows you to perform bulk actions. Now heading back, the WP Interactions logo on the right opens up the sidebar. This is where you'll see all interactions located on the current page, categorized as element interactions and page interactions. If you click on any block on your page, you'll also see the WP Interactions logo in the block toolbar. This Quick Add button lets you use a selected block as the trigger for a new interaction. Or, if the selected block already has an interaction, it will show up here, and you can directly click on it to open the interaction settings. These settings vary depending on the type of interaction you choose. For this instance, with the mouse hover interaction, you will see the unhover timeline and the hover out timeline. The action timeline is where you add actions that will be performed when the interaction is triggered. The actions menu is grouped into different categories. You can see here we have actions for display, animations, styling, navigation, events, HTML, data handling, and more. Now when you select an action, you'll see the settings which can be broken down into three sections. The first section is Action Properties. For example, with the Move action, you'll see XYZ controls. The next section is the Applied Element Control. This allows you to specify where the action will be applied. For block, you can click the Target Selector button, which will allow you to pick a specific block in the editor. For block name, a drop-down menu will appear where you can find all native core blocks and blocks from third-party block libraries. For CSS class and CSS selector, you can target the specific class or selector by typing it in the input field here. A small but powerful feature here is that if you already have a CSS class assigned to your block, you can actually use the target selector to fetch it for your interaction. Now when you've selected an element that targets multiple blocks, you'll see this matching control which provides you with new options so you can refine which blocks are affected by the action. The final section in the action settings is the timeline settings, where you can adjust the starting time, duration, and easing of your action. You'll also find a stagger setting, which appears only if the target element is multiple blocks. Some actions have a completely different set of settings, especially data handling actions like the Get Post Data action. While we can't cover all these settings in this video, each action comes with a description or instructions to guide you. If you change your mind about an action you've added and want to switch it or delete it, you can do this directly within the action settings. At the top, you'll see a refresh icon. This is the Change Action button, which opens the Actions menu. To remove an action from your timeline, you can find the trash icon at the bottom. Alternatively, you can select the action on the timeline and press Delete or Backspace on your keyboard. More on the timeline, you can actually drag actions within it to adjust the timing of your interaction. Below the action timeline, you'll see some additional timeline options to customize how your interaction will play out, like looping, play it only once, play it reversed, and more. Finally, you'll find a debug mode toggle in the interaction settings. Enabling this feature allows you to troubleshoot interactions directly on the front end by opening the console log for detailed debugging information. Now, at the bottom of the sidebar, you'll find the Interaction Trigger panel. This will only be available for element interactions, and it allows you to change what element will trigger the actions. Below this panel is the Location Rules section, where you can define which pages or posts the interaction will be applied to. You have a range of options to choose from, including specific pages, posts, and more. If you want the interaction to be applied site-wide, you can select the entire website option, ensuring that the interaction is triggered across all pages on your WordPress website. Now we're done editing our interaction. All there's left to do is to save it. And that concludes our tour of the WP Interactions user interface. We hope this tutorial has given you a clear understanding of how to navigate the plugin and leverage its features to bring your designs to life. Thanks for watching!